Face killer, go gorilla for the bag. That boy be a pussy, kill the vibe, he a drag. Autobiography gon' look like a brag. Let's get to the money, I'm on PT, dirty ass. Made these fucker raise a white flag. Yeah, I'm gonna get some riches with these rags.
Hey guys, it's Laurie, back at it again by God's grace. If it's your first time tuning in, welcome to my channel. My name's Larissa, but you may call me Laurie right after you smack the subscribe button and you hit the bell so you're notified every time I upload. So I took a break from social media and I've been gone for around 2 to 3 weeks, and I just had to mentally just take a break from everything, because at one point I was feeding myself a lot of negativity. But I hope everybody's doing great during these really difficult times, and I hope that you're taking care of your mental health, because no matter what, your mental health is really important. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this fox eye look. This fox eye trend has been trending for like a while now on social media, and I think it was made famous by Bella Hadid. I watched a few tutorials. I just concocted my little way of doing it. This version is more beginner friendly. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and see you at the end of the video. Alright, so I already did my skincare and I moisturized my face. So now I'm going to be priming my face with the Farsali Unicorn Essence. I literally love this stuff. Like, it primes my face so well as I have dry skin. So I'm just putting this all over my face, and I prefer it over the skin tone blur. Next, I'm going to be priming my eyes, and I'll be using the P. Louise Rumor Primer in the shade Rumor 3, I believe. For everyday, I usually use Rumor 5. And when I want my looks to just show a little bit more, but not too much, I use Rumor 3. When I want to use really super bright colors, it's Rumor 0, which is literally pasty white. But this will just do for now. So right now I'm just basically wiping the extra primer that blended all over the place, and doing this really just helps you set a good foundation for that fox eye look. Next, I'm going to be going to the Warriors palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to be using the Cotonou color, and I'm putting this as a transition shade all over both my eyelids. Next, I'm going to the Masquerade palette, and I'm going to be using that darker brown color, and I'm going to start my fake eyeshadow eyeliner, like my fake liner eyeshadow. This is literally just setting like a blueprint for when I start adding my colors, my brown colors, and I'm just blending it out so it's not too harsh. Next, I'm going back to the Warriors palette, and I'm going to be using that dark brown in it, and I'm going on top of that lighter brown that I used, and I'm creating a fake liner. And basically I'm concentrating that dark color right at the outside of my eye. I'm not bringing it in because you want to lift your eye. So doing this lifts your eye, and I'm blending it out so there's no harsh line, because it's not a liner, it's literally just eyeshadow. So it's like a fake liner shadow. I'm gonna call it fake liner shadow. And I make sure I'm blending it out so it doesn't look too rough. And I'm using the brush that I used for my first eyeshadow color. I feel like that helps blend it out more seamlessly. So I'm just going back and forth until I'm satisfied. Now I'm using an angled brush. It's an angled Morphe brush, and I dipped into that black eyeshadow in the Warriors palette, and I'm tracing a liner on my eye. I'm making it noticeable but not too thick and not too thin. And also, in order to achieve that fox eye look, I'm extending ever so slightly in my inner eye, my inner corner eye. My tear duct, actually, it's called tear duct. So I'm not going OD, because if you go OD, it kind of looks scary. You don't want that. Next, I'm going back into the Warriors palette, and I'm using the shade Aosi, which is a pale color. I'm patting it on my eyelid, and now I'm going back into my first color, and I'm just blending it out so like there's no harsh lines. Next, I'm doing the same also with that second color just to accentuate it a little bit more. And I wasn't satisfied with just using Alusis, so I went into my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette and I used the color Desert Sand, and I just tapped that on top of my eyelid just to accentuate that pale color even more and to furthermore accomplish that fox eye illusion. Next, I went over the eyeshadow that I just put with my angle brush and that dark brown I used earlier because it kind of faded away when I added a new color. Now I'm going back into that darkest brown and I'm tapping it again and staying at the V corner of my eye, and I'm just extending it just a little bit to elongate my look even more. As you can see, I just keep doing it and checking to make sure I'm satisfied and that shadow is created. And that's basically the key of the whole fox eye, is to lift your face, lift your eye. So I feel like you just gotta keep adding little by little until you build up the intensity and you're satisfied. Next, I'm going in with a felt tip pen and I'm tracing over that eyeshadow that I used with the angled brush. What the fuck? Sorry guys. Siri thought I was talking to him. Anyways, I'm extending my inner corner. As you can see, I'm being very careful, and I kind of messed up on that eye, so I used my silicone Morphe brush that I got on my Sweetie palette and I just cleaned it up a bit, and now I'm just like inspecting my eye. Next, I'm just going back into that Desert Sand eyeshadow in my Huda Beauty palette. Next, I'm taking a break from the eye and now I'm attacking my face. So I'm just color correcting because I have melasma due to my lupus and medication that I've taken. So it's slowly being corrected. So I like color correcting before applying my foundation. And for my foundation, I'm using the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the color New Caledonia. And I'm just putting this all over my face, as you can see. I'm not gonna like go into much more detail about it because like the main look is really the eye and lifting my face. So enjoy me just, you know, blending my face away. And I know it kind of looks off just a little bit, but that's just because of like the lights and stuff, and everything will come together as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, so don't worry. Alright, back to the eyes. So because I put on my foundation, I kind of erased what I had done before just a little bit. So I just went back into that dark brown color and I used a flat brush. Like, I forgot to literally emphasize it. It's so important that you use a flat brush for precision. And then just blend away the harsh line. Next, I'm going to be highlighting using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut. You know, I'm doing the basic thing, but this is very important. Look what I'm gonna do. I'm going to lift the concealer and put it up higher than I usually do to furthermore emphasize that uplifted look. Then I'm gonna continue highlighting my face as usual. My chin. So I like letting my concealer sit a bit just to, you know, increase the coverage. So I did that with my little fan, and now I'm blending it out. Next, you thought I was done with the concealer, right? But I am not done. Now I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but in the shade Butterscotch, and I'm highlighting near my eye even more just to emphasize that uplifted fox eye look. Like, this is so important. As you can see, like, the main concentration is always near the eye, always lifting the eye, elongating it, you know. And I'm putting the same shade on my face, and I'm highlighting even more because I love my highlight. So I'm blending very carefully using a brush first, just to make sure I don't mess up what I created, you know. I don't want to throw my work away, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just using the brush and I'm just slightly tapping. Then I switch to my booty blender and I'm blending it and making sure there's no like harsh lines. And I'm starting from the outer corner and working my way towards my face, if that makes sense, toward the inner corner, the inner part of my face, because I want that concealer to just sit just a bit. Next, I'm going to be contouring using my Fenty Beauty matchstick in the shade Espresso. And yeah, as you can see where I placed my contouring, I'm placing it right above my actual jawline, my actual cheekbone, just to lift my face a bit more. Can you guys see the magic happening? Like literally, you can see my face being lifted. Come on, don't lie. By the way, I love like chiseling my chin, because I feel like it gives me a more structured face. Next, I'm presetting using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder, and I like presetting just to avoid creasing. And then I go into my powder, my setting powder, with my beauty blender next, and I'm using two powders actually. I created a little concoction using my honey powder by Fenty Beauty and the Laura Mercier powder, and I just love this concoction because I live for the yellow the honey gives me, and I live for the looseness that the Laura Mercier gives me, and together they create magic. So I'm just setting the parts of my face that I highlighted. I like putting my powder right under my contour, just to further like highlight the contour, emphasize the contour, and I'm just brushing it off right after. I don't let it sit at all. Next, back to the eye, I'm using a flat square brush, and I dipped it into my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm just ever so slightly tracing underneath that eyeshadow near my eye. Like, I'm being very careful, and doing this like literally gives you an instant eye lift, like boom, fox eye, boom, eye lift, without going to the surgeon. Isn't that crazy? But then I just brush it off immediately after putting it on. I don't let it sit. Now I'm using a similar brush, and I'm actually bronzing my face with the Fenty Beauty Coconutty bronzer. Next, I'm using the shade Moremi in my Warriors palette, and it's a glittery shade, and I'm tapping it onto my eyelids, and I just wanted to add a little bit of glitter to my eyes. I didn't want to leave it matte, but you can totally leave it matte if you want to, but I didn't want to, so yeah. Next, I'm using this creamy beige eyeliner by Makeup Forever, and I'm just lighting my eye. And doing this opens up your eye and creates that illusion of like a fox eye look even more. And next, I'm taking a flat brush, a rounded flat brush, and I dipped into that dark brown shade, and I'm keeping it in the outer corner of my eye. As you can see, I'm not bringing it in at all. I'm keeping it right outside. Next, time for the most important part, which is the lashes. And basically with the lashes, there's a trick you can do to furthermore emphasize that fox eye look. You wanna, like, first of all, use lashes that are winged out. They go from like little hairs to big hairs, if that makes sense. And then you want to place the eyelash and lift it up at the outer corner just a little bit. You guys, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like the eyelash is not touching my waterline, not my waterline, my eyelids completely. You guys see it's kind of flaring out a little bit, Next, you just want to take your felted pen and you want to fill in that gap that you created with that black eyeliner, okay? You are carefully just filling in that little blank space that you left purposely so you would furthermore emphasize that look, you know? By the way, my lashes are from this French boutique on Instagram called Pen Beauty. I freaking love their lashes. I bought 2 of them, and this is in the style Mom. So now I'm just, you know, putting on some mascara so like my lashes blend into the fake lashes, and I'm just putting it on my bottom lashes as well. Now time to highlight my face, and I'm using the MAC Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Gold Deposit, the OG of highlighters. I don't think I'll ever get over this highlighter. Like, I have so many highlighters, well, not so many, like a decent amount, but the MAC Cosmetics highlighter always calls my name. Like, it always calls my name. I don't know what to say. So next I'm lining my lips with the NYX liner in the shade, I believe it was Club Hopper. I'm gonna be putting everything like in the description box, so yeah, just look there. But y'all, my upper lip is like literally non-existent shit. Like my whole freaking, I don't have like naturally nice defined lined lips, so I really rely on my lip liners. And the color that I just added was the NYX, it's not lip gloss, it was the NYX matte lipstick in the shade Tokyo, I believe. Then on top of that, I added the NYX butter gloss in the shade Praline. But I'm gonna say Praline because it's French. In the shade Praline, because I hate a matte lip. Like, I need a gloss. I always put gloss over a matte lip. And these NYX butter glosses smell so good. Okay, so now I'm setting my face using the Morphe Continuing Mist, and I'm pressing it into my skin to give more of a, you know, flawless look. You know what I'm saying? I look mad bougie with my fan. Like, look at this. And now I'm done. Watch me serve face. Woo, who is this? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Larry the Warrior, on Twitter at Larry the Warrior, and also on Snapchat at Sincerely Larry. Catch you guys in my next video. Bye.